Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to the podcast commentary for Intruder, and I'm pressing play right now on Blu-ray. This is the 88 release of Full Moon Films. Where's my controller to turn this telly down? To get it down, there's a full moon there. Get it all the way down to 1 there. Oh. See, okay, I've got a stitch hanging down my mouth right now. It's very annoying. It's why I've decided to do a podcast rather than do it editing, because if I just talk, I love the Intruder. If I talk, I'm not going to worry about the stitch. I've got 2 days left before I get my stitches out. Okay, so I never heard of this on VHS. I never heard of it on DVD, and Annie had picked it up on Blu-ray when it first came out. She says, "Oh, do you fancy this?" And I never heard of it. Really interesting front cover. The iconic face slapped in half, which was on Fangoria, one of the most sought after Fangoria front covers, I think. You know, it's tagged with Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell just to sell it, you know, even though Emilio Estevez's sister and stuff is in this. And he got it, and like when I didn't realise it, we were watching it, and I realised it got Slice and Dice on it as well. And Slice and Dice came out, and I've only ever seen 2 copies of that, and I own one of them. It came out limited run, Slice and Dice. Picked it up because Corey Feldman's in it, and stitches were proper hovering in my mouth. And I've never seen it since, and it's actually an extra on here. Slice and Dice is a bit weird when it's all these iconic directors, and they use trailers and samples from other films, but then it has this weird like overlays and putting directors through windows, and sort of like here's the shop, then they put like a weird cropped angle on it and stuff. It's an interesting concept, you know. It's, I mean, it must be by people who did 88 films. Now, this is just really rolling on with a full moon, a light blue light turquoise font with a blue outline for the late 80s. This cost £130,000 and it was filmed in 2 weeks. The director's audio commentary along with the distributor who's in Shanghai. It's done over the telephone. Lawrence Bender, who went on to be massively famous for Pulp Fiction, stuff like that. Scott Spiegel is the guy on the telephone. It's a really good, once you get used to some guy like talking on the phone as a podcast, it's not too bad. But yeah, I picked this up. This is the first film I watched coming back from the operation, and I just clicked it on, watched the audio commentary, and I watched Slice and Dice. So this was like 5 hours or something of my operation, and this is where the cramp and pain went on to like 1 to 10. My face was just exploding. So yeah, it's all set in the supermarket. I think this has been remade in a way for Coroner with Steve Guttenberg in. But yeah, Frosted Flakes, Crazy Cow. I fucking love the point of views in this movie. I love the camera placements. I love how much fun they've had with it. Sam Raimi and Scott Spiegel had worked on Evil Dead's. This is almost like a fun times. I think it's one of his first directing roles as well. But yeah, it's Emilio Estevez's sister. It's really funny actually, because the director's on about and the comedy's on about when he phoned to talk about script changes, and he phoned, he went hi, and there's this phone, he's rang the house phone, and he said hi. It's I'm forgetting what her name is, Reese or something like that. It's Martin, her father, and he's like, what, as in Martin Sheen? Martin Sheen, obviously established actor by that point. It's quite really funny. So I'm just going to take a drink of water, get rid of this fucking stitch. Oh no, brown bag. Oh, late reaction by the woman. But yeah, I liked this film when I first watched it with Annie, then as I say, just to have in my collection where you get Slice and Dice with it as well as an audio commentary. It's well worth having a hold of. When I say I'd never heard of it or seen it up until it came out in 88 distribution. I know Killian Gore's a massive fan of 88, so I think if you sign up and get all their films, you get them well advanced. I think Grizzly was an 88 release. This is part of the Slasher selection. Slasher number 23, 1989. She goes and picks up the trolleys, and Kenny Omega's about to make an appearance. Well, not really, but he looks like Kenny Omega. Could have been a role model for Kenny Omega. As always, while I'm doing a podcast, I'm actually prepping to upload another video, and it is Speed 2, as Kenny Omega appears. So yeah. So I'm back on track with my podcast. There's another great trolley shot there. I'm up to got Godzilla to master and render, and it'll be this one. But yeah, all shot in 2 weeks, as I said, and it's a supermarket. I think it was done on nights as well, and they just had to wing it. I think it was all down to like the gore and stuff like that. Just really pushing tin, really. God, I really hope my oh my God, 37 messages in the movie group. It's a great reflection there as well of him in the window. We're all talking about Twilight, I'm sorry. Oh, I've got a picture of Jack. Excellent face. So yeah, I watched this other film with Annie, the coroner. I was like, it's Steve Guttenberg. It's the same concept, stuck in a supermarket, and there's a killer on the loose. But yeah, I just love the very quick building characters. As I say, the Blu-ray cover, like a Battle of the Beasts toys. Blu-ray cover comes with a flip cover, and either way, if you have a good look at the cover before you watch the film, you kind of know who the killer is. So you know, I'm not saying trying to pull a Scream or anything on you, but I watched Scream 4 last night. I'd seen it once and I picked it up on Blu-ray for £1. It's got no extra features or anything, you know what I mean? I love it. They've got a peephole. Go and see what's going on there. Old school CCTV. Stick your head out the window. I got a lot of shit off Annie when I first told her. And one of the films that I really love was just like the Employee of the Month. I know it's completely bipolar opposite to what Intruder's about to do, but I don't know, it's just something about like the whole shopping environment and you know what I mean, how fun working in a shop in like America looks like. But now they did, I think the director, and I think they did a great job. It looks like they had a lot of fun. You know, you got Sam Raimi involved. The director had worked with them for years. His friends, I think they were in college as students. They're all like part of this clique with the Conans and stuff like that. As I say, Lawrence Bender is still proud of this movie, even though he's went on to make some big movies like Pulp Fiction. He still holds one of the original posters up in his office, like his main office. You know, he got his hallway, and you got like Pulp Fiction on the hallway. When you get in his office, he's got this behind it. He's still got, you know what I mean. Everyone on here wanted to make a movie, and that's what makes this movie great, because everyone wants to be involved in it. Everyone knows what it is. Everyone's in on the moment, and everyone's like, right, 2 weeks to film it and get rocking and rolling. Right, we need you to do this. Do it. Yeah, it's cool. As everyone starts like fighting them there. Oh, snap mate, takedown. the fuds and punches. Almost like slow motion. Look at that. The one is just like, when I hit you. The score's like probably 80s as well. I'm gonna Diet Coke there. Back off, Kenny. Yeah, there is. Is that Ted Raimi? Yeah. Taking out the Pepsi stand. Oh, it's Sam. Oh, it's Sam. Actually, is it Sam or Ted? Looks like Sam, actually. I'll phone the police. Yeah, I don't know if I told you this before, but my phone's been acting up really badly recently, and I could hear someone talking today, and I was looking at cutlery. And I was like, oh yeah, and I was like, you are connected to the emergency services. It says my phone has decided to phone 911. Where am I, America? 999. So yeah. Yep. Oh, I don't remember him. I watched this the other night twice in a row. Oh, do I remember him? Oh yeah, he's the food stealer. I remember him now. Snacking. It's great that the Raimings are in it as well. That's Sam. It's a bit where he shouts "you fired" to his brother. It's hilarious. But I just love all the different camera angles in here. Very experimental, very different, very unique to it, you know. The place actually also looks massive as well. Lovely meat house. I do like the score. It's just the score complements the film, just being offbeat and off quirky. I said there wasn't a lot of money to make on it, you know what I mean? So it's going to set up a Speed 2 podcast. I can meet there. Oh, Adidas. An endorsement there. I don't think there was any endorsements in this. I just think they just did it on the fly. You don't have to worry about shit like that now. It's one thing though, when you're watching this, you can't help but think of Sausage Party. If you've seen Sausage Party, the film's going to score you for the rest of your life. Oh, I had a bottle of pop. There it is. A little peephole there, a little purple. He keeps reminding me of the head from Reanimator. Just the head. So smoky, smoky. Do 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 do. It winds up quite. I mean, it's quite a short movie. What's that peak hole again? Aisle 10, aisle 9. He's still on the fucking phone to the police. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, 'cause he's missing somewhere, isn't he? I forgot. I'm not ranting away trying to set podcasts up and that. He's away somewhere. Oh, that's the shoot. Watermelons. United Melon. There's Ted Raimi. Who's obviously been out to get high, probably. Ted Raimi's the one in Darkman who has his head stuck out the manhole cover. Yeah. Girls, boys. I think they're doing a stock take. They're about to get the bomb dropped on them that they don't have a job anymore. So I think on that one with Steve Guttenberg in, they're all there to play cards on the night time or something like that. And Employee of the Monster's pretty a love story about falling in love with a new girl. See, I love this about America. I used to work in a quick save back in the day. It's my first real job, stocking shelves and stuff, and the whole rotation thing, and making sure everything's wrapped around and stuff like that. And like America just had it done perfectly. Fill it from the back and push it forward. Simple solution. You know, like we just like I don't know. I just remember the first time I ever seen that and stuff like Go and all that back in the day. Watching Go and they're all like, they're behind, filling shelves from behind. and push everything forward. I mean, imagine pushing something forward and pushing off the shelf, but I love it out there as well. There's a lot of black paint just wicked across stuff, and a lot of them cans in the middle shelf are completely plain. You know what I mean? So a little bit of a problem there. Just rip the labels off the cans. These guys are looking for the killer still. No, Kenny Omega. Whoa! He went flying there. He comes off as like the janitor kind of thing, but obviously if you've seen the cover, you kind of know that he's the killer, like, so. Oh, there he is, just creeping around. She's still on the phone to the police. Got some big ass pants on, haven't you? So he's basically been in jail, he's been dumped, and he's just gone full on psycho. Kind of shit when you get people get in relationships like that. You shouldn't have to put up with that. Look at that kissing her on the fucking chin. Round 2. Flash and film Kodak. Carpet cleaning systems. This is free on one here. Restrain them. Check them out. So it's definitely worth buying if you're any kind of horror fan. See, even shots like that there, the reflection of the cast, the camera's not visible. You've got cast members looking as a reflection of the guy they've just kicked out, and you know, you just like you're killing two birds with one stone. You're not going back and forth and that, and it's just a great shot. It's brilliant. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you haven't seen it, it is out on Blu-ray now in the UK. And as I say, what a bonus to get a full-on documentary about the rise of cold slash and dice, about the slasher film genre, and that's a really good, interesting watch. It's also got Christopher Smith in. I started watching Creep, so Creep might be a podcast down the way. I do like Creep, and I started watching that last night. His company's really good. But yeah. Here comes the bomb drop that they are selling up. He totally looks like the head from Reanimator. And there is our crew, except for Ted Raimi, who's somewhere with his headphones on. See. She looks like she's been in a few films. But this is a sale with like the Lawrence Bender and Sam Raimi and even the director. They've literally like, I mean, the director got on to know like Tarantino and Rodriguez. He went on to direct Hostel 3. You know what I mean? It's any Tarantino fans as well. It's just great spur of the moment filmmaking. Just get it done, get it dusted. He looks like the guy, the food stealer guy. He looks like the guy from Backlot Murders. Trying to get this on IMDb so I can get some I'm forgetting what this was going to be called actually. It wasn't going to be called Intruder to begin with, it was going to be called something else. Night Shift or something, maybe it's Night Shift? Let's have a look. Rocks a 6.3 on IMDb if you really care about that. Release date Release date on here says 1989, 2003. Tagline: he's just crazy about this store. Okay. So look at trivia. We get a POV of the killer, Peeping Tom style. Norman Beatty. Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi and Ted Raimi were all heavily promoted on the Paramount and stars of the film, as their name features prominently on the video and DVD artwork. None of them are actually the stars of this picture. Yeah, if you're waiting for Bruce Campbell, he's not going to turn up to the very end with Lawrence Bender. The entire movie was shot using tail ends, like they did with Red Hill, when they basically filmed the entire Red Hill movie with fucking offcuts of Fast and Furious. The film was actually shot in a grocery store in Bell, California during the evenings when the store was closed. The song Randy Sam Raimi sings was also featured in Evil Dead. The head is one hand sandwich in the other. Speech is previously used in Raising Arizona. There was some crossover writings and stuff like that. Despite receiving top billing on DVD release films, cult hero Bruce Campbell only makes a brief appearance as a policeman at the end. Yeah, at one point in the production, Tobe Hooper originally set to direct. This film was originally entitled The Night Crew, not Night Shift and The Night Crew, but distributors felt that the film would be more marketable. It was given a more generic slasher movie title. It was released as an Intruder. Scott Spiegel cameos as the ill-fated bearded man. The town where the film was set, so I don't care about that. 37 cover releases, the film's trailers. Yeah. Scott Spiegel, yeah. Body count 9. Some posters reveal that the killer is Bill Roberts. Yeah, they do. Even the flip covers. Let's have a look at Goose. Crew equipment invisible. I mean, even there, panning back and he's just a predominant there, so you know he's around somewhere, but he's outside. Get to invisible. And the butcher. Reused shot of blood, whatever. DVD errors. The DVD box design lists release as Jennifer, when she's whatever, they've got the fucking box artwork wrong. I don't care about that. So yeah, the director, Scott Spiegel. Let's have a look. Sting. It's definitely not Sting the wrestler. Oh, it's obviously Sting the singer. Yeah, so let's have a look at as a director. So this is the same director as Hostel 3, From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Intruder. So he hasn't directed much, but as a writer, he is the writer from Dusk Till Dawn 2, The Rookie with Clint Eastwood, The Intruder, Evil Dead 2. So it's the same writer as Evil Dead 2. Did a lot of short movies, including the one which there was a one they were talking about. I love that shot there, by the way, the telephone, the whole dial thing pointing up. That's, you know, that's really cool as well. Let's have a look at the director. He was on about a film that, even the shot there with the brush, man, big savings. I mean, even little hidden notes. Sorry, I'll stop reading IMDb and you can check it all out there. But yeah, so some great inventive. Look at that. I mean, chucking it down, sweeping up. I think that's cool. If you can hear it buzzing in the background, this is the first podcast I'm filming my new fish tank in the background. Which every now and again will have a bit of surge of energy. Yeah. A little bit of a grainy break in the filter there, but it looks lush. Get that beer filled. It's Ted Raimi's about to be lifting watermelons and punny funny faces. Setting up a gag for later on as well. Oh yeah, that'll break your fucking teeth. pull it off like that. Ba-ba-bum. Currently playing Until Dawn, really enjoying that at the moment as well. Got a horrible creepy game, suspense and death. There's a lot with relationships and changing up. There's a film line there in the middle of his face and hers. Clearly noticeable there as the killer comes in. So I don't think it really tries to, just points out that Kenny Omega's the killer all the way through, So he's about to go back up the conveyor belt. I remember working at a pub years ago with Ned, and we used to get the drain, the back stairs. You could go down them, but basically they had it set up so you could just roll kegs down there, and the bottom two steps are missing. And I just it used to freak me out that the fact that here's 15 concrete steps and the bottom two are missing because of that many drays down there over the years. Just smashed the fucking bottom two stairs away, and you think, fucking hell. Even there's a quirky shot. I mean, what is that shot? That's looking down through the light in the bread or the Doritos 1-2 different ways. It's such a quirky little shot. The fish tank seems to be getting louder and louder in the background. So yeah, it is a quite short movie. It's powering through right now. 83 minutes. Really short movie. Now we're in 23 minutes. But yeah, it's just a quirky shot. Looking down, POVs. No gore yet. Not at all. But there will be plenty. He's the one who gets his head crushed. There's the moon from the start of the film again. This time we're going to pan down. Fade to black. Nice transition into the room. Pass a little bit of time. The staff meeting break there. Pepsi must have an endorsement of some form there. It's Pepsi everywhere. Pause and refresh. Let's keep what? It's behind him. Cigarette smoking room. It's cool that Sam Raimi was, in on it, just before he went on drugs. I mean, they would have been prepping Darkman at this point. Darkman came out the year after this, so Darkman would have been in prep. She's so familiar, and it's not from this. I need to find out what she's from. I want to find out where she's from. Let me have a peek. Look at the director. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Elizabeth Cox. Still alive, 51-year-old. Known for Wrath, The Intruder, Night of the Creeps. They're not where I know from. Oh, she only had 7 films. Intruder, The All-Nighter, Wrath, 16 Candles on credits. So no, she didn't really have a big the Cops as well. She didn't really have much of a massive film career. Just seems familiar. She does have a bit of a Heather Graham to her. As the cops come in. David Baines is the Kenny Omega. Sam Raimi. Billy Marder. Bill Smears. Craig Stark. Ted Raimi. Tom Lester as Officer Matthews. Greg Canito, Tony and Carr. He's, what's he popular for? Recognise him in the Ireland makeup artist there. God, I mean, it's funny, but the Speed 2 commentary is the biggest podcast yet when it comes to gigabytes. I think it's 21.9 gigabytes. I was like, how the fuck's that? How long was Speed 2 on for? Godzilla the other night though, that just seemed to drag. Godzilla was just a long fucking drag. Money orders. Corona. Next lane, please. Check out that fucking till. Dum dum shh. So she's about to become the first victim off camera. So it gives you the red herring that she got away. Again, going back to the whole point of view. The dumpster. Creep in the back door. And there's one away. You see all the random crates lying across the floor and all that. When the last was out before collecting trolleys, they keep, can someone just go and make sure all the boxes and shit are everywhere? It was just like the point of view, her point of view there, the camera just left and right and bobbing a bit, you know. Again, it just looks like fun filmmaking. Even there, look, a shadow on the fucking thing. Pencil music. We know he's there. There you go. Look at the size of that fucking melon. So we've had a first death, but it hasn't appeared on camera. It's Ted Raimi just bangs out eating melon. He definitely must have got high. Safety first. Can't eat pips, like. I was absolutely gutted the week. I've got a thing for grapes lately, and a bit of foreshadowing here as well by the fucking paper nail there. It's right in the middle of them. They're having this argument. It's one like either sides, and that would all be his demise and coming up. Be grapes with pips in, or seeds. No good, man. He is now, and just remind us who he's like. He's like that actor who's in Jurassic Park 3, The Green Mile, you know what I'm on about? Drop Zone. Yeah, that's what he's like. It's happened to crack right down the middle, this split. Even there, camera looking up as the fucking picture frame goes in the bin. This just establishes the crusher as well, which is going to be a part later on. I once got my hand stuck in a crusher at work. I had to go to hospital. One of the old stores used to have, like, we used to call it the void. And what you call by a void, the entire old department store floor vacant. You know, like in when there's like cardboard crusher, and you used to have to crush it all down and all that. And I hadn't really like been shown really how to use it, like, and the concept of what could happen. And it had like this recoil on the handle, and it just popped back, and I got my fingers stuck, and it twisted them right away around, and it twisted my hand almost like in a fucking wrist lock ahead of us, and it was that painful, and I couldn't move. My hand was so locked I couldn't unlock it, and I had to come and wait till someone actually came and look for us, because I'd been gone for ages. My fingers were purple, badly bruised. It's often broken, but yeah. Even here, this is quite a good shot actually of the whole thing comment. The turning of the door handle to the turning of the camera, and even that lock back there, it's like, that's what I loved about this film when I first seen it. I was just like, yeah, this isn't just a typical slasher film. This is someone having fun making a movie. Even there, in the reflection, right, of the back, there's a face creeping around. And unless you're looking, you don't really see it. He's going to pop it around shit with a hammer. Watch out for that box. It'll get you. It's going to catch the peeping Tom. Ah, peeping Tom. Like, you just fucking, you didn't grab him that hard, you know what I mean? Just fucking flings him over the fucking dumpster. The choreography is a bit, you know, slow. There's nothing sharp about it. Oof. But you do not fucking feel that. Fucking hammer to the side of the face. Ted Raimi smacked off his tits going again. Saying that, I'm probably going to judge the fighting and punching and all that, because I was watching Ip Man 2 last night. I got the box out of that not long ago. Fucking punching and that. What the fuck? What is building suspense? Kill bugs dead rabbit. The fucking that high pants thing's back in fashion now. Some lazy stickering. This guy's just gonna get pissed now. I can feel that stitch hang. Pig. Even there, he's a great shot. You know, the whole focus of thing there. You know, just the bottle in front of a peculiar shot. Just, it's great. And then it sort of hides the killer's identity as well for a bit longer. You know. Help me. Eating a com. Everyone just seems to be secretly big. Even just all the different points of view going on. Establishes where everyone is. Cord is unplugged. Phone's ringing. Is it him on the phone? Oh yeah. We're about to meet one of our real first deaths coming on here. Good old fashioned paper nail. Right in the fucking eye. There's splints in the light as well. This pull his fingers on. Look at even the blood coming through in the fucking receipt roll. But even there, that's pretty cool as well. It's like, you know, filming the roof as you're pouring blood over light like that. It's just, you know, it's totally capturing like everything going on there and just seeing how it comes off in the edit. Again, still trying to hide the killer's like identity. It is trying to fool you a red rooster that it's Kenny Omega. But there, that shot tells us all there. Who's already peeked out of there twice. Again, where the fuck's that shot from? Like water reflection and all that. I mean, it's fucking really cool. That, oh, she's looking at a bucket of water. That's really cool. She's fallen in love. Oh, big kiss. I think someone's going to spy on him. Lover, lover. He's pissed. He's come round for a snoop. Oh, he's pulling little fucking masturbation faces. There we go, another point of view of him being watched. Home Alone. Yeah. Kiss is over. Cornflakes, Kellogg's, fruits there, crazy cows again, kabooms, but they're not available anymore. Sorry. Oh, I'm creeping around putting an eyeball in these fucking little it's gonna make olives. So is this where Ted Raimi gets killed? Oh, have I missed the funny bit? Oh, have I? You lost your job. And he's just bobbing away. This really establishes the massive fuck off knife and why there would be a massive knife like that lying around. Doesn't really show you why there's such a massive demand for melons, like, but chop. I love how he's putting these. And there we go, back to the head. I mean, it's simple, but it's a good kind of death. Safety first, knives are sharp, please be careful. It comes with a punch. You know, like, it's a whole, like, blood runs down there and his headphones snap on a bit. Yum, 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 yum. It's kind of funky light behind her, like, I don't know what that's meant to be. It's like a square box on the roof of glass and a ball surrounding it. It looks like a chaos sign. I mean, I wonder, like, obviously they would have to set dress a lot of this because, I mean, look at laundry detergent. I mean, That does look simple. But again, it's a case of like what they had the rights for, but then it didn't really matter back then. It's not like, oh, well, you can have Pepsi or you can have Coke. It wasn't like one or the other. You know, I've got an endorsement. Alright, okay. You can have a banana, but you can't have an apple by that company. This is Walkman still playing away. So a little bit of gross out with the eye. Again with the commentary though, I think one thing about the commentary, if you listen to it on the extra features, the guy at the end who's recording it, who's a distributor, who's in Shanghai, I think, what he's on about it, the director's not watching it with him. He's on the phone, but he's not watching him, you know. So he, so he's not really reacting to certain things, if you know what I mean. A ladder. Stupid ladder. The guy with the fucking pricing gun, man. He the one been getting pissed. Pretty dull scenario. Yeah, I'll investigate that. Hello. The size of that fucking knife, man. Again, still concealing the killer. It's just beer written on the cans. Big ass knife. God, I mean, like, gut pain by death must be so painful. He was setting up the fucking bandsaw here with a fucking chicken. Go in the background there. It's a great shot there. Obviously setting up the death of the fucking muncher stealer. Maybe they're creeping again. But there as well, he looks like he's wearing a leather jacket. Tim's there. Beer. He's standing there oblivious. This random hand appears. Killer's like proper strong, like pulling people over dumpsters, pulling people through there. Here we go back to the hydraulic press. Killer's kind of still concealed. No one's going to hear him screaming like that, eh? But we get one of our first real gross out kills as well. Oh, there we go. Straight through the fucking top of the head. Doing really well. Prop that gross out. That shot before was Sam Raimi was doing that before. Back to the fucking moon again. Oh, my nose still hurts, like, crunch, crunch. Sam Raimi's about to meet his demise here as well on the old-fashioned meat hook. I was saying until dawn I was playing this morning, one of my characters was killed by me putting on a meat hook. Exactly how Sam Raimi's about to meet his demise here. Again though, the killer is strong enough to pick up a guy and chuck him like that. Ready? Just grabs him, chucks him. Oh yeah, packaged hand. There you go. Picks him straight up, lifts him at least a foot, and onto the fucking hook. Yeah. Cool little gag. You know. Yeah, it's awesome. This killer is superhuman, like, he's super strong for sure. Meats. Eggs, milk, Savio, laundry detergent, trolleys. The joke you set up before, the whole another hand, him with the lobsters. He's lost his cutter because he handed it over before. So one thing I noticed about Scream 4 last night when I was watching it, the blood, especially when what's he called, man? Anthony, what do you call him, man? Anthony, he's in Transformers, he's in loads of films. He's in he gets stabbed in the head and he's just like, and it's just like that blood more looks like brown sludge more than blood, and it's just like, why is that not like dark blood or even red blood? It's just, I don't know. It's gonna bug me what his name's called now. Anthony. Anthony. He's gonna be simple. What's he got? Hustle and floor. Looking in the mirror. Again, just a great false perspective. You're gonna fall from them shoes, are you? Anthony Anderson, told you it was simple. Him. And he gets stabbed in the head and you think, oh yeah, well, that's a bit weird, but just feet. That's pretty good funny. More blood on the floor there as well. Follow the blood trail. You really didn't have to stand in that. Bit of cocaine come from the roof. There's a mask up here, like look like Boris and all that. Whoa. That's fucking Christopher Lloyd from there you go, his Frankenstein mask in the background. Yeah, it looked like Christopher Lloyd from Santa Claus. Christopher Lloyd from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, huggies, huggies. Season's greetings. Yeah, Frankenstein mask. That's pretty cool. It's moved as well since the shot came around. Oh, I think it has anyway. He goes flying out here, doesn't he? Oh, the boss is still alive. Stabbed in the eye. Kenny Omega's stalking his ex-girlfriend. So playing out that he's the killer. Very isolated supermarket, isn't it? It's like a blackout window. How many rooms do you need to spy in, people? Don't help your ex-boss. He's missing an eye. See, how did he even get put up there? You can't tell me that little other guy carried him up there. I mean, it would be virtually almost impossible to put a guy through that small hole. Wow, that was pretty cool, that, like. Flew along on a rail, drop kicked him, jumped off, meat cleaving him to the side of the head. It's a bit weird. Is this the guy who gets the bandsaw? It is, right on the side of the fucking face. Really cringe. It's pretty much what you're going to buy the movie for if you've seen the original poster. It's what you expect. Oh, it's the hole going across the top of my fucking teeth. Oh, it's fucking brutal, that. It was so well done. I felt that, like. Panorama. Sting. That fucking box of laundry detergent. Diet Pepsi can. Everyone's fucking dead by the looks of it. Laundry detergent. Dave? Just won't stay on there, man. Dave? At least I've got some new lighting put in my room as well for my fish tank. I shouldn't have any fish yet. Cleaner. I'm just shouting out shit in the background when it comes into some kind of focus. Oh, the lobster's in the hand. But even there, I mean, that's a great shot. It's her reflection in a fucking fish tank full of blood. It's where that guy got killed before. Oh, and an eyeball squished. God, it's just like a fish here. Here, little fishy, fishy, fishy. Watch out for the piggy. Sam Raimi, a little cameo. See that again? That's just the same shot from before. I mean, if you haven't worked out that's Killer by now, he's the only guy you haven't seen for ages. It's like a scene from Predator 2. Run for the meat house. Get yourself a little hook. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on it by any chance? Oh, it's just the body behind her. There'll definitely be some more homages to Psycho and stuff like that. Even there, it's a proper ninja, man. This is the giveaway, which gets the hook for the hand. Have that. Let's put Sam Raimi there for a bit. See, even that though, it doesn't like. It's not really placed well there. Well, okay. She's have to hide manager's office. So it's really down to her and the boyfriend and the other manager. Everyone else has met their demise. This film should be finishing soon. So it's a very short one. It's definitely one. You know, it stood well. You know. And there we go. Half price. Do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. The guy's been cut in half and put in two different fucking like bins, half price. Another guy's crushed in half. New crush proof box. You know what I mean? There's loads of like puns and jokes and. Is this the kill? See, even there though. I mean, oh, it must be a different one. She's coming. This would be Ted Raimi. Is this coming down? Yeah. Just playing with her now. Oh, his head's been chopped off. He's been chopped to bits actually. Run! Open up. Got some speed there, didn't you? You missed the fucking door. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, this is definitely the final stretch of the movie. Oh, I think that's one of the scenes that was used on the front cover. Cut right across the top of his gum line, man. That's fucking brutal. Lights go out. What's going on? A bit of a long pause going. Oh, these are two cameos as well. Forgetting who by, but definitely the effects guy in the car as well. They're just two little cameos. Go on, didn't last long at all, did they? Have that kid. Go straight into a shopping trolley. Who do you think he is? Rhino fighting Raven? She killed him. She make over him. It's almost like a broken score, you know what I mean? There's something really just offbeat about it. I don't think she's too bad. She must have married well, or you know, done something, but just got out of her system. She's still alive, but really quit acting like. Dun, 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 dun. It's quite creepy music, that. Oh, they've got some VHSs, didn't see them very clearly. Yeah. Well, it's obvious here who's left in it. He turns a good turn, you can kind of tell with that look, but it's great how he just walks up and that's him. He has a motive. But obviously it's all about the hand that gives him away. Hope he's awake. See, we're still trying to like think it's him, but not him. I mean, you weren't really, wait, you was used to the twists, weren't you? Psycho, just so original for its time. No Peeping Tom and all that going about the slasher kills, but the blood, the giveaway, meat hook to the hand. It's quite a lot of blood. It's bleeding from the hand. He realises it, his hand's bleeding. And he just fucking has that snappy fit. He pulls off the psycho bit great. Look at that man, just fucking. He's fucking leaping along the fucking checkouts faster than she can fucking run. Whole piano score as well. He's a psychopath. She looks very angry. Spits at him. Ugh. Like licks it as well. Tagline for the movie. It's crazy about this store. As the checkout thing rolls round, it's going to give her a nice little. I love it how it was just a sudden douche and then smashes as it hits the floor. That's great. And then there's another one smashes straight away. So she's about to hide in a secret popcorn. It's a lot of popcorn, that like. She's discovered a quiet hiding spot. I thought she had pissed herself the first time I seen it there. Totally forgot about even that there. That's a great shot. How psychotic he is, just these blurred vision through a bottle of water. But first time I seen that with the water, she just got in there and wet herself. But no, it's the bottle of water she just dropped. Given away by a shadow on the ceiling though. creeping around. Cool vision. Then he's just about to fucking hack the fuck out of popcorn here. Take no prisoners, popcorn, I'm coming. He's thinking about it, he's thinking. Jiffy Pop. Popcorn, $3 as advertised. Spencer knows it's still bleeding, and then I know it couldn't be bleeding that much. I thought he'd seen the shadow. That would like put a pool of red blood out there. Big creepy smile for a piggy hole. Meat cleaver. He's just the popcorn massacre. There you go. Sit down the aisle. He knows a shortcut to the next aisle. Got two knives, the left or the right. I'll have both of them. Especially the size of that fucking knife. It's fucking massive, that knife. And you know, it's quite a numerous shot, that the redness, the background here, reflections, really cool. She's not afraid anymore. Ah, creepy look, man. He loves his store. Can't see an item on the floor. You're working overtime after you kill everyone, like. Shredded wheat and barn. Fruit Loops, spoon size. Fruit Loops again. Tricks. Cinnamon Toast. Smacks. Lucky Charms. Frosted Flakes. This Nutrition Grain. Toasties. Oh, he's just busted through the Frosted Flakes. Again, he's trying to put up, have some wheat. Gotta get a fucking jar of wheat over his fucking head. The guy's had some bumps to the head in this, like. Bear in mind her boyfriend woke up a while ago. It's not gonna open. The fire extinguisher. That's a pretty cool hard door. It's about to give up, isn't she? A bread man. That is that, no, is that the director? That's the director. I'm sure that's the director who's just been don't know how the guy got out the back there to sneak up and stab him. But, you know, it's just a movie. Repeat, it's only a movie. Pretty cool how the blood on the window completely covers the guy's face. It's very menacing, that. How the fuck did he get out of there? Who's there? a fucking massive knife. I think Michael Myers has got a knife that big. It is quite a long drawn out ending. Still, if you're watching this, so you've never seen it like I have, and you're like, Bruce Campbell's in it. Where the fuck's Bruce Campbell at? Because Bruce Campbell still hasn't turned up. I didn't see any fucking Huggies. Can't work out what's on them music thing stands. Oh yeah, this bit here is quite cool. It looks like the boss. It's definitely the boss. When she creeps down, pulls the hand, and you realise the head, but the head's like yellowish. Guy's a total psychopath. Kiss a corpse. Oh, grabbing a knife. I'm squeezing it. He is totally psycho. Da, da, da. It's just a pita sandwich. Waving a head around. Yeah, he's definitely. Yeah. Look at it, just the walk. He's just a total psycho. He's not thinking about getting away with it. I think that's what's great about it. Like he doesn't want. He's lost the business. He doesn't want to save the business. He just wants to kill everybody. He's had enough. Well, that was that run there was just repeated. And wait, sorry, the first one, I don't know. That was a very flimsy first getaway run to where it was going next. Kenny Omega's back. He's been asleep for ages. So he's not the killer, so she's going to trust him to get out of it. And bang. What's he hitting him with? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a head. He's beating him with the boss's head. She's about to get the one. There you go. Beaten to death with a head. Still doesn't get out of that fucking window. Get out that window. Oh, she's out the dumpster. So we're getting to the very little bit at the end of the movie. We're finally going to get a Bruce Campbell as she gets the reveal of her friend, obviously, who didn't get away, who's in her Jeep. Yeah, and he's underneath the car. As I say, the Slice and Dice documentary does have Intruder featured in it as well, so let's say it's a brilliant buy on Blu-ray. She doesn't look like she's holding on to anything, does she? They come a little bit closer. This should kill him. This would have been a fitting end. That should be coming out of his back. It flies up out and bing. And I mean, this film as well, it's about to give you a fuck you ending as well. She's been stabbed, she's about to make a phone call. Looks like 911, yeah. Ring, 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 ring. For Ross here. Fuck, he does not get you that. He's back. He's been stabbed right through the chest. But he's back. And he's about to push over the fucking phone box. Just like you would do in Streets of Rage. Glass in the face. Just on wheels. See the bottom over there? Just, yeah, it's a portable phone. And this is quite brutal here because here we go. Kenny Omega just fucking hacks him. Right in the fucking shoulder, right in the fucking hands. And he just keeps on hacking him. Fucking have that. And that. And that. And that. And that shoulder. He didn't even chop his fucking arm off yet, but just fucking have that. So he's been absolutely hammered. He's got blood all over him. Bruce Campbell and Lawrence Bender are about to turn up. And then a fuck you by that sort of going like, it was them. And this is an era where it's no CCTV. It's fucking, I mean, they'll have a good lawyer, they probably will get away with it, but like, an ex-con and his girlfriend's just fucking hacked up the whole shop like a fucking natural born killers. And he's just the last guy alive, you know what I mean? And, yeah, it's gotten, it just, you know, it's like a fuck you ending. Like, really? They got away with that? So even there's a pretty cool shot, her reflecting in the fucking blade as it's panning up, you know, it's really good. You think you would not be holding that meat cleaver by the time the cops turn up. There's Bruce Campbell finally. And that's Lawrence Bender on the right as the other copper. They're arrested. And the guy in the portable phone box looks bloody as fuck. But yeah, he's saying it's them, and we get the ending. He's going to get away with it, you know. I mean, as I say, I think it stands up really well. You know, I don't know how you would remake it. I mean, again, that coroner film, you know, but it stood up really well. Looks great. It's got great, like, cult people in it, kind of weird now. It's a great sign of the times for, like, you know, where, you know, just having fun and making a movie, and you never know years later. I mean, I only found out about this movie last year, so it's one of those things you never know. He surveilled. He went around seeing her a lot, didn't he? His body's everywhere. He was only gone a second. That's it. Right or right. Very slow cast. So Elizabeth Cox, Renee Estevez, Danny Hicks, David Byrne, Sam Raimi, Eugene Glazer, Billy Martin, Blair Steers, Craig Starr, Ted Raimi, Alvio Moore, Tom Lister, Bruce Campbell, Lawrence Fishburne, Bread Man was Scott Spiegel, the director, Tony at the door, Douglas Hessler, Tony in the car, Greg and Nico, that guy, and then there's a load of customers. It's not one of them called Jeffrey. So yeah. Violins, pianos, urgency, nice little score there. So what I'm going to do is quickly, I'm going to, there'll be no heading bit, but I'll talk over the end credits there, so it's just going to roll out. You know, very thanks to, yeah, bang. So you get the special on the Blu-ray, you get an audio commentary, you get the trailer, and you get a whole documentary called Slice and Dice Slasher Forever. So if you see Intruder, it's got one of them red Blu-ray cases, dead slimline one. It is definitely worth having it in your horror collection on Blu-ray. I've been Stephen Mason. This has been the podcast for Intruder. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now.